Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Hunt for Multibaggers. It's Sunday, February 8th, 2026, and we're ready to dig into the market insights from yesterday, February 7th.
That's right. Our AI models have been sifting through social media discussions, and it's been an interesting batch of data. We saw a noticeable increase in discussion points, with a few specific tickers flagged for deeper dives.
And the overall market commentary, well, it's a mix. There's definite buzz around certain sectors showing promising growth. But as always, our systems have also flagged some significant risks to keep an eye on. Today, we're particularly looking at one stock that's generating a lot of talk, but where the numbers tell a more nuanced story. So let's jump right into it. The stock that's really captured the attention of our AI today is GLP. There's a lot of chatter, especially around the GLP-1 weight loss drug market. The big news making waves is Hims and Hers deciding to stop offering those compounded GLP-1 pills after some FDA regulatory action. Now, for the established pharmaceutical giants, this is a massive win, right? It clears out a low-cost competitor and really solidifies their market position and pricing power.
It sounds good on the surface, Ethan, for the patent holders, but here's where my KPI-driven brain starts asking questions. The data shows an overall bullish sentiment, a score of +6, specifically for those big pharma players benefiting from this regulatory moat. But we need to remember the ticker we're looking at here is GLP, which is Global Partners LP.
Exactly. And some of those user comments really highlight that. You see people saying, "Glad I bought only 20 shares of NVO on Thursday," referring to Novo Nordisk, showing that positive sentiment for the patent holders. And there was significant insider buying for GLP, almost 2.98% of total insider shares purchased over the last 6 months. That's usually a strong vote of confidence from those who know the company best. Plus, a 6.48% dividend yield, that's definitely attractive.
It is attractive, Ethan, but we have to look past the general market narrative and at this specific company's fundamentals. When I look at the KPIs for Global Partners LP, they paint a very different picture. The debt-to-equity ratio is an alarming 301.475. That's an extremely high level of leverage, making this company very vulnerable to market shifts or even just interest rate changes.
Yeah, that is a red flag, I'll give you that.
And it doesn't stop there. Their net profit margin is a meager 0.435%. That's almost non-existent. And the operating margin, which shows how efficient their core operations are, is just 1.306%. These are critical indicators of poor profitability and operational efficiency. How is this company with these kinds of numbers going to capitalize on a regulatory win in the GLP-1 drug market? It just doesn't align.
So you're saying the general positive sentiment around the GLP-1 drug market might be creating a halo effect for a stock that doesn't actually fit the bill?
Precisely. The news benefits specific pharmaceutical companies. It's not clear how Global Partners LP, with its current financial profile, would directly or substantially benefit from this to overcome its fundamental weaknesses. It's been flagged as stay away in our previous analyses, both on September 25th, 2025, and just yesterday, February 7th, 2026. Given the severe financial risks, I don't see any reason to upgrade that rating.
All right, Brooke, you've definitely highlighted some critical points there. So despite the broad market buzz around GLP-1s and some positive signals like insider buying, for GLP itself, the numbers speak for themselves.
Agreed. Our AI-generated insights based on those KPIs clearly suggest a high-risk profile.
So for GLP, Global Partners LP common units representing limited partner interests, GLP, our final verdict for now is stay away. The financial risks, specifically the extremely high debt and razor-thin margins, overshadow any indirect market tailwinds.
All right, that wraps up our detailed discussion for today. Ethan, can you give us a quick roundup of our candidates for deeper analysis? Investigate as buy? None. Investigate as cautious buy? None. Investigate as speculative gamble? Global Partners LP, common units representing limited partner interests, GLP.
And that's all for the Daily Hunt for Multibaggers today.
Before we sign off, remember this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The content is generated by artificial intelligence and does not constitute financial advice. Listeners should conduct their own research or consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions. We are not responsible for any losses incurred. The market is a wild place, and knowledge is your best asset. Thanks for tuning in on this Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more AI-generated insights into the market's hidden gems and potential pitfalls. Until then, happy hunting.